All right, now let's talk about our project structure. First, we have this folder, .idea, that contains a bunch of configuration files used by IntelliJ. You never have to touch these. Then we have .mvn. This is part of Maven wrapper, which is a way to run Maven without requiring it to be globally installed on your machine. With this, we can ensure consistent Maven builds across different environments. So we can take this project, put it on a different machine, and build it with the exact same version of Maven. And with this, we can prevent surprises. Let me show you what we have here. So inside this folder, we have the wrapper folder. And in this folder, we have a configuration file that specifies the version of Maven we're going to build this project with. That is 3.3.2. This is different from the Maven you have globally installed on your machine. Now, once again, I want to emphasize, if you use IntelliJ, you don't need to install Maven globally on your machine because IntelliJ comes with Maven built in, okay? So this is our configuration file. Now, in this project, we also have two Maven wrapper files in the root. We have mvnw, which is for Mac or Linux, and mvnw.cmd for Windows. Both of these files are shell scripts. So here we have some code that would automatically download the version of Maven specified in this configuration file, okay? So that's the mvn folder. Then we have a couple of files for our Git repositories. That's pretty standard. We're not going to talk about them in this course. We have help.md, which is a markdown file that contains instructions for getting started. Again, we don't care about it. Next, we have pom.xml. This is short for Project Object Model. And this is the heart of a Maven project. So in this file, we have some configuration about our project and its dependencies. Now, what you see here is a format called XML, which a lot of younger developers are not familiar with. It's similar to HTML. So here we have open and close tags. And in between these tags, we have some data. So here we have all the attributes we specified at the time of creating our project. We have group ID, artifact ID. This is the version of our project and so on. Further down below, we have a tag called dependencies, which we're going to talk about later in this section. So pom.xml is the heart of Maven projects. Maven uses this file to download dependencies and build our project. Now, back to our project structure. In the source folder, we have the actual code for our project. We have main and test. In the test folder, we write our automated tests. In the main folder, we write the actual code. Here we have two subfolders, Java, where we have our Java files, and resources, where we have non-Java files, like configuration files, as well as static assets like HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and so on. In the resources folder, we have a configuration file called application.properties. Here we can have one or more key value pairs. So here is a key, spring.application.name, and the value is stored. In this file, we can specify the server port, our database settings, and so on. Now, here in the Java folder, we have a package based on the group and artifact we specified when creating this project. In this package, we currently have one file, store application, which is the entry point to our application. So here we have a Java class, and inside this class, we have our familiar main method. In this method, we have a call to Spring application.run method. So that's the basics of our project structure. Next, we're going to talk about dependency management.